Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at analysing yield maps. We're going to be looking at how we analyse spatial data either on individual points or as polygons or as straight lines. Okay, we're now in the field that we want to analyse, and there's a number of ways in which we can actually analyse information either on an individual point of view, on a run point of view, or an area perspective. So let's just use our tool here, our select tool with our mouse pointer, which is the default and standard one, and just highlight any particular point in the field. And so that is one GPS point that is selected. We then move down our tab to our information area, and if we select that, it will give us a reading for all the information that is surrounded or contained on that individual GPS point. So we've got our individual latitude and longitude point, our dry yield, and all the other points of information that have come from the monitor. So there's a lot of information there from an individual point of view. So if we now want to start to double up on that information, I'll hold my shift key down and select a second point. And here we start to see now that we've got a minimum, a maximum, average, and a standard deviation and a total for those 2 points. So we're starting to gather quite a lot of information. It's just raw data points, nothing else. It doesn't average it, it doesn't take into account the size of the field or anything else, where the boundaries are. It's just purely the information on those individual data points. Now we can expand that rather than just doing the data points. If we wanted to, for example, select an area, so I've now got my polygon tool, I can use click my mouse, left mouse click on an area within a field, and then right mouse click when I've completed my polygon and click finish. It will select that particular area and then provide us with the minimum, maximum, average, etc. for that particular area. If I want to do a circle, I can do exactly the same thing from there. Place the circle in any part of the field and draw the circle out from there. Now if I use the line tool, for example, I select the start of a particular run and drag it all the way down to the end of another one, or end of the one run. Left mouse click to finish it, right mouse click to select the finish option, and it will select that one individual run for us, and so it'll give us again the same information that we've got. Now if we want to have a look at that one run, but rather than the details for that one run, it's the rest of the field, or I can then invert selection and it will give me the opposite. And so it's very flexible in the ability to have a look at all the information and all the data points that we've got in and around our field. So yeah, we can do the same with the polygon, left mouse clicking to select our particular area, right mouse click to finish. I've got those points, and then if I just want to invert the selection, I get the information on the rest of the field as well. So an incredibly useful tool to have a snapshot at individual data points within the field. But just remember, it doesn't take into account averages or boundaries or anything like that. As we can see, it's going outside the boundary down in the bottom corner here. So we just have to be slightly careful on the information that we get, and we also get some very, very large numbers from the figures there, like 20 million ton, 20 million kilograms. So it's just a totaling up of all the individual data points. So we just have to be a bit careful that we remember what we're looking at. But otherwise, it's a great tool to have a snap analysis of what is going on within our field.